Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video. Now it's going to be a little bit different this week. So rather than me just drawing at you or talking at you, I'm going to show you a technique where you can improve your own drawing confidence, your drawing ability and your drawing style. Sorry for the noise outside the window, by the way. I've got my window open because it's quite hot. On cue. So this technique is a technique that I use as a warm-up exercise, or on those days when I want to draw but I'm not feeling confident that I'm going to be able to produce a finished piece, or I'm feeling a little bit stressed that, believe it or not guys, sometimes when I draw it's not a relaxing activity. So sometimes I use this technique when I feel that if I start trying to do a finished piece, I'm going to get frustrated and angry and upset with myself. So it's not only a good warm-up activity, it's a good kind of rainy day activity to do. It will help to get your eye in and get proportions of what you're looking at right. It's a nice fun activity just to get pen onto paper, and because it isn't going to be a finished drawing at the end of it, it doesn't matter if it really looks like what you're trying to draw. The whole aim of this exercise is to get pen onto paper, to loosen you up and stop you being worried about making mistakes. Because guys, this is really important if you're watching this, especially if you're a young woman watching this, because I've just recently read a study which said that young women and girls are more worried about making mistakes and therefore don't often pursue things into their kind of finished results. So if you're a young woman watching this, or a young person altogether, this is very important. Mistakes are the most important thing you can make in order to get good. Okay, so think about someone who is a really good artist who you really love. Do you think that when they were 5 years old, they picked up a paintbrush or a pen or whatever they use and they could draw what their finished result was? No. They had to practice, they had to make mistakes. Mistakes are so important. So the technique I'm going to show you is called continuous line drawing. And it does exactly what it says on the tin. It is a drawing with one long continuous line, and that means you don't take your pen off the paper. Okay? Now these finished drawings will be wobbly. They're going to be a little bit cartoony, they're going to look a little bit weird, but that's okay, that's all part of what these drawings are, okay? So it's one long continuous line, and what I like about this exercise is that it stops you being overwhelmed by the amount of detail. So I like to use the example of my cat. So if I were to draw my cat, when I'm looking at him, he's got millions of hairs all over his body. He's got a little textured dotted nose. He has yellow eyes with brown flicks in them. There's so much detail I could get caught up on when I'm starting a drawing of that cat that sometimes I might be so overwhelmed that I don't even start. But what continuous line drawing does, it makes you focus on the main things that makes my cat, or whatever you're drawing, it makes you look at what makes that your subject into your subject. So you can't get, when you're doing continuous line drawing, you can't get overwhelmed by all of the millions of hairs, because you can't put all of those hairs in when you're not taking your pen off the paper. So what you're focusing on is the shape. So what you're focusing on is the things that make your subject, the thing that you're looking at, that subject. So it's the shape of the subject, it's the main points, and the more you practice this, the more you'll get used to picking out the things that make your subject your subject. So if I'm drawing this cup, I'm not going to draw the glaze and the colour in exactly the same way when I'm doing continuous line drawings, because I can't. But I will notice that there is a circle for the top. I'll be able to draw this curved bit down here and the handle, and looking at how big it is compared to the main body. Those kind of things. So this exercise is really good for that, and I'm going to crack on and do some drawings now. And I really do recommend whatever your age, if you're one of my younger viewers or if you're one of my older viewers, even if you don't consider yourself an artist, have a go. It's just such a relaxing activity. And you never know. There might be an artist hiding underneath there that you didn't realise was there. So I'm going to crack on and do some drawings. Come with me. Okay, so I'm going to draw in a thicker pen than I used to, just so you can see it on the camera. And I'm going to start with my cup of coffee. That's the kind of angle that I'll be looking at, but you won't be able to see it from that angle because I'm going to turn it around so I can see it. And I'm just going to have a little minute looking at it. If you don't look at what you're drawing, then it's going to be really difficult for you to actually draw something that looks like it. Now remember, continuous line drawings, you don't take your pen off the paper. If you want to get to another part of the drawing, instead of taking your pen off the paper, you trace over the lines you've already done, okay? I'll show you what I mean. Now don't expect this to look like a finished piece, it's just an exercise. So I'm going to pick a place to start. I'm going to start on the top part. And you need to balance where you're looking in between the thing that you're drawing and your drawing itself. And you don't need to rush, just take it nice and slow. And that's it, as simple as that. Continuous line drawings, a really good way to loosen yourself up, get pen on the paper, to take the pressure off having to make a finished piece, and just get you drawing again, having fun, making mistakes. I actually quite like the way that some of these have turned out. It's one step towards finding a style that you might like. So there's my scissors, my cups, my little spoon thing, and a goldfish that I found on my phone. A picture of a goldfish that I found on my phone. And I really hope you have a go at practicing those. If you like the idea of learning some exercises to help you loosen up, to help you get your confidence in your drawing up, I do have a class for that, and I'll pop the link down below. I've got a class for that over on Skillshare. If you're a member of Skillshare, the link will take you to the class. If you're not a member of Skillshare, it will ask you to sign in, but my link down below gets you 2 months free premium access when you sign up through the link. If you don't want to pay any membership, make sure you cancel your sign up before the 2 months is up. But that sign up down below will get you access to my class and will give you 2 months free access to the whole of the Skillshare as well. And you will learn not just this technique, but there are 4 extra techniques, nice and easy, nice and stress-free ways of improving your confidence, getting you drawing, and trying to help you to find your style and your artistic confidence. So go and give those a go. And now, looking at this picture of my coffees, I think it's about time I drank it. So over to you. Get your pens out, find something to draw, 5 minutes, give it a go. You, go, get some pens. Drawing. Chop. Have you done it yet? No? Go. You. Yes, you. And you as well. Go. Get some paper, get some pens, have a go. Until next week, bye bye.